You have it as Penn State wins the 2017 Fiesta Bowl over Washington 35-28, the final score. And I think coming into this matchup, we all pretty much assumed it was going to be how good was Saquon Barkley going to be in this football game. And we saw it here, making himself not instantly, but we've seen this all season long, into one of the most explosive players in all of college football. And you think about the draft coming up in May, and where this guy's going to get picked, you got to think, if you're the New York Giants, you've got the number 2 overall pick in the draft, you've got to at least maybe consider Saquon Barkley. Obviously, the quarterback position is an issue, and you want to address it, and you want to figure out who your next guy is going to be. But if you're the Giants, and you have an opportunity to have Davis Webb as your quarterback, and you could potentially have Saquon Barkley with Odell Beckham Jr. on your offense, and you've, of course, addressed the offensive line as well. It's a really dangerous position to be in if you're the New York Football Giants, if you do end up with that number 2 overall pick. Don't think Cleveland would go after him. I think they want to go for a quarterback. The quarterback's the most important position in all of football, and I think they're going to have to find a way to get a quarterback. I don't know if Rosen or Darnold want to play for the Browns. We'll see what exactly goes with that. But Penn State knocks off Washington 35-28, 137 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns for Saquon Barkley. McSorley, the quarterback for Penn State, always has big numbers. 342 yards passing, 32 of 41. He's got 2 touchdowns, 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions in this game. Overall, probably what you expected from McSorley overall. He loves to throw the pigskin. He did that just here. And a 7-point win for Penn State. These are 2 of the best teams in the country. Remember those 6 main bowls? Of course, Fiesta Bowl used to have more weight on it than it does now with the whole semifinal and everything, but it's still one of the top bowls. You still got 2 top 15 teams, 2 top 11 teams in Penn State, and Washington 35-28 is your final. And just give me your thoughts down below, guys. Obviously, it is bowl season. So much going on. It's exciting. I know a lot of you guys cannot wait for bowl season, so you got to appreciate it when it happens. I think you definitely have to. 2017 Fiesta Bowl comes to an end. It's Penn State who knocks off Washington. Their final score 35-28. And you saw the explosive 92-yard touchdown by Saquon Barkley, which was just an amazing play to watch that all unfold. And we know this about Saquon Barkley. He's an explosive running back. We know the potential that he brings every time he touches the football. And, you can't really be surprised because in the biggest game of the season, which is exactly what this might be the last game that he ever plays with Penn State. So you got to appreciate it, obviously. And Barkley with the 92-yard touchdown run in this game. Final score, 35-28, Nittany Lions. Now, as we look ahead, obviously, there's a bunch of other bowl games coming up, and you talk about the college football playoff, and should it have been Alabama, should have been Ohio State. Save that for another day, but Penn State is definitely for real. They are a legitimate football team. They finished the season 11-2, and in the Big Ten has been maybe the best conference in college football all season long. You look at the competition across the board in the Big Ten, and we love to talk about the SEC and how dangerous the SEC is, but you've got to give a lot of respect and a lot of credit to the Big Ten. Obviously, you have Wisconsin, you have Penn State, you have Ohio State, and you just have a overall just very dangerous conference with those 3 teams all in the top 10. So you guys give me your thoughts down below. I always love bowl season. I always love the discussion. Going to get to the college football playoff. Obviously, the big hot topic discussion is Alabama and Ohio State, but don't want to go too crazy with that right now. Just want to talk about this 2017 Fiesta Bowl as Penn State and Saquon Barkley take care of business. And you look at the box score, and the box score for the most part really does tell the story of the football game. It really does. And you look at the box score, and you have to start with Saquon Barkley, 2 touchdowns on the ground, the 92-yard touchdown. And the Pac-12 is 1-8 in bowl games thus far, so they're just getting absolutely cooked right now in terms of that, which is not what you want to see if you're the Pac-12, because obviously every conference has a pride factor. They want to be the top conference, and you're not getting that when you're only 1-8 in the bowl games. I mean, that's just pathetic. So Penn State finishes the season 11-2. The big bad Big Ten guys. 35-28 over Washington. Washington's going to have 3 losses to end their 2017 campaign. And I will say this. I think this definitely makes people at least think, did Penn State have any type of chance? Did they deserve it all to be in the college football playoff? I don't think they were a top 4 team, but we'll see where exactly they end up finishing. Obviously, all the other results have to happen. But you have to respect Penn State. You have to respect the season that they had. I certainly do. And I think that as the notification now comes up on my screen, Pac-12 teams finished 1-8 in bowl games for the worst record by a Power 5 conference ever. So not good for the Pac-12. And I always talk about the Pac-12, especially in basketball. I always kind of talk about the Pac-12 as cupcake basketball, but they're pretty good for football, but just could not get it done. I love Saquon Barkley. So fascinated to see what's going to happen to him at the next level. I think you guys will obviously be interested as well. That's going to do it for this quick recap here. Nothing crazy. 35-28, the Penn State Nittany Lions win the 2017 Fiesta Bowl. Give me your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back.